Hello, what is up everyone? My name is KaitoNolan and yes, Zekrom and Reshiram are coming back. Oh my god, thank you so much. I do think their shinies are cool, but I think it was so much better if like Reshiram was black and then the Zekrom was white. Like they completely swap. I think that would have been a much cooler, recolored shiny. But anyway, so let's get started with the counter guide. So let's talk about Zekrom. Zekrom is the electric and dragon. So the top counter is the Shadow Mamoswine. So the damage 5, bulk 4, consistency 2, but best moveset is Mud Slap, Avalanche. Especially if you get Sunny. Like, oh my god. Mamoswine works because he's part ground. Ground double resist electric. Please remember that the ground double resist electric. This is why the Mamoswine will work great. So the defense, let's look at it. Outrage, crunch is a neutral damage, NC double resist wild charge because the ground double resist electric, and the flash cannon is a single weakness because the ice is weak to steel. So regular Mamo will work as well. But if you have the Shadow Mamoswine, yes, this will be the best counter. But if you don't use Shadow Mamoswine, and then the order you should stick to is basically it's like a dragon or like a Garchomp. I'll get to the Garchomp, and then like Garchomp will be amazing. Ground, I highly recommend ground if you get sunny weather. Otherwise, stick to basically Shadow Mamo or Dragon. I'm gonna go talk all about that. So. And let's look at the Shadow Dragonite. The damage 5, bulk 0, consistency 0. The best moveset is Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw. Please do not use the Dragon Breath. It might be good for PvP, but not for PvE. So, the bulk and consistency. Is it because of the all the outrage and all that stuff, and plus the Dragonite? And I'm gonna talk about I don't think I picked the Salamence this time, but it applies to Salamence as well, or Rayquaza, because they're part flying type, and you know the part flying means they're going to be weak to electric. Even the dragon resists the electric move, the flying is weak to electric, so it makes it basically neutral damage. So that's what's happening with the defense. See, the outrage is brutal to dragon Pokemon because it's a 2-bar charge move, and obviously it get destroyed. And the wild charge, flash cannon, crunch, they're all neutral damage. So the Shadow Dragonite does do a lot of damage, but it does get yeah, not a friendly amount of thing. I mean, you could see from the power in a potion, you know, you could see from the power in a potion. So if you want to use it, that's okay. I have duo Zekrom in neutral weather with the regular level 40 Rayquaza as well too, so it is possible. But let's look at the Palkia. So the damage 4, bulk 3, consistency 3, best moveset is Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor. I actually kinda have duo Zekrom in neutral weather with the Palkia, which was like extremely difficult. I don't even like it says here. You see, you don't need weather. Like we did it without the weather with the level 40 Palkia. It was insanely difficult. Right now, I'm not sure you could pull it off unless you come with the level 50, because it's just the HP region has been not friendly, and I'm gonna have to make the duo guide too, so please go ahead and check that out as well. So let's look at the defense. Okay, so Palkia is a dragon, so yes, weak to outrage, and wild charge neutral damage because even he is a part water, the dragon resists water, that's why. And the flash cannon is a single resistance because the water resists steel, and the crunch is a neutral damage. When kinda duoed Zekrom in a neutral weather with Palkia, like we went up against the Dragon Breath flash cannon for sure, and we had to dodge quite a bit as well too. So that's something, it's a quality duo if you want to try it. Definitely it's not easy, but if you're not looking for something easy, then this is the one that I'll recommend. And let's look at the Garchomp. The damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 2, best moveset is Dragon Tail, Outrage. This is what I have to mention about Garchomp. You want to use Garchomp, absolutely fine. Garchomp is probably the go-to Pokemon against Zekrom for me. And look at the defense. Triple resistance wild charge. I've tweeted this over and over again. Dragon single resist electric and the ground double resist electric. So that's what makes him a triple resistance to electric. This is why it's Garchomp is amazing. Like if you go up against the Wild Charge Zekrom, it's Garchomp just gonna stay there like forever, which is it's excellent. And with the Dragon Tail Outrage moveset in neutral weather, yes, you could do a Zekrom as well without even relobby. So which I have done that as well too. So also the thing that I need to mention about Garchomp is this is a neutral weather right now. We're looking at the neutral weather stat. In sunny weather, the Matcha Earth Power or the Earthquake, I believe, they will outperform the Dragon Tail Outrage. So that's the tricky part. Garchomp is something that I always feel like you should double move your Garchomp just like a Darkrai. So if it's in sunny, then use the ground move, and then if it's not, then use Outrage. I mean, that's how it works, okay? So, but Garchomp is gonna be so good. I mean, look at this, like, portions and stuff. It's ridiculous. If you really go up against the Flash Cannon, then literally he's just gonna stay there forever. Like, it's so ridiculous, but this is why Garchomp is so amazing against electric Pokemon, so. And let's look at the Reshiram. To damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 3, best moveset is Dragon Breath, Draco Meteor. Reshiram is the fire dragon, so obviously it's going to be weak to Outrage, and it's going to resist Wild Charge because the dragon resists electric and the fire resists Flash Cannon. So the crunch is the neutral damage. Reshiram will work, but the thing about the Draco Meteor is the one that it's pretty difficult to use for sure, because it's a wombo charge move, and plus the Dragon Breath EPS is so bad that you're gonna have to spam so much just to get one Draco Meteor off. So it is a very difficult Pokemon to use, but it is a good counter for sure. So, and let's look at the Dialga. The damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 2, best moveset is Dragon Breath, Draco Meteor. It's basically the same as Reshiram right there. Dialga is a steel dragon, so the outrage is a neutral damage because the dragon is weak to dragon, but the steel resists dragon, so this is a neutral damage. And then the wild charge flash cannon, single resistance, and the crunch is a neutral damage. So Dialga will work as well too, okay? It's perfectly fine. It's just that Zekrom is a tricky Pokemon, like I said. If it's have the outrage, and you really need to have that Pokemon be ready for the outrage moveset. You really don't want to use Dragon much against outrage because it's brutal. And let's talk about the everybody's favorite dragon, Rayquaza. So the damage 4, bulk 0, consistency 3, best moveset is Dragon Tail Outrage. As I said earlier, like a Dragonite Salaman situation, because they are part flying, and flying is weak to electric. So even the dragon resists electric, it cancels each other out. So the outrage basically it's gonna wreck Rayquaza. The wild charge, it hurts Rayquaza. Flash cannon, it hurts, but it's kind of you could dodge that. And the crunch is spammy. So as I said earlier, if you just want to go in with the power, yes, Rayquaza could work, but it's just a lot of feints. And since outrage is really slow, a lot of the time the Rayquaza could get taken out in the middle of those outrage animations. So it's really hard. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, I have dual Zekrom in neutral weather with Rayquaza. He has that firepower to do so. But if you gonna just raid with a bunch of people, then I think it's just the Garchomps and stuff like that have more consistency. So, and let's look at the Shadow Gardevoir. The damage 4, bulk 0, consistency 2, best moveset is Charm, Dazzling Gleam. Because of the outrage, okay? Because the fairy double resists dragon move. So this is why up against the outrage, yes, I will recommend fairy. But the fairy is like, so you see this even with the level 40 and then in a cloudy, and you could barely duo this. So if you're gonna use fairy Pokemon, then like expect to have at least like 3 or 4. That's all I have to say. Like especially like if you don't have like a Shadow Gardevoir. I mean you could use Togekiss as well too, but then the Togekiss is part flying, okay? So the wild charge is gonna hurt Togekiss. It's really bad. So, and also the flash cannon too, because it's fairy. So yeah, so to me, I'm really not something that I would recommend Gardevoir this time around, or like any fairy, to be honest. It's just they're not as good as the like other with the other dragon. That's That's for sure. And let's look at the Mega Charizard X, the Mega that I don't like. So the damage for bulk for consistency 1 best moveset is Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw. This time, I allow Mega Charizard X. Not Y. Has to be X. But this is one of those Mega that only one person should bring. Okay, you do not want to boost Mega Charizard X each other out because he sucks. Okay, he's terrible. So it should be one person bringing a Mega Charizard X, and then like everybody else should bring in like all the goody dragons like a Garchomp, Zekrom, like not Zekrom, but like Rayquaza, Dragonite, or whatever. Like all this powerhouse dragon. He should just boost those. Everybody else. That's the ideal way to use Mega Charizard X. Like I said, you do not want to see lobby full of Mega Charizard X. This is not Mega Gengar, okay? I want you to know that. So, if you're gonna do the raid hour, please talk to your friends about it. Somebody could bring first as the lead, and then second and third. So you just keep getting the boost like throughout the raid. That's what we usually do. So let's look at the defense. The Outrage is obviously a single weakness, and it's going to resist Wild Charge and Flash Cannon because due to the Dragon typing and a Fire typing, and the Crunch is a neutral. So, and let's look at the Shadow Mewtwo. So the damage for bulk 0, consistency 1, best moveset is Psycho Cut, Ice Beam. Yes, it's Psycho Cut. The confusion says 99%, I highly recommend Psycho Cut here because you want to build the energy to spam Ice Beam, because the Ice Beam is the one that's super effective, okay, not the Psychic moves. So the defense, the Outrage, Wild Charge, Flash Cannon, neutral damage, and then the Crunch is a single weakness because the Psychic is weak to Dark. So you do want to watch out for Crunch, and yeah, even look at the power and potion wise. It is okay. Like I say, if you want to use it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people's gonna use Shadow Mewtwo, but stick to like dragons and stuff this time. And let's look at the ground, and here's the Excadrill. The damage for bulk 5, consistency 5, best moveset is Mud Slap, Drill Run, double move your Excadrill. So you see that Mud Slap, Earthquake also get the 100%. What you need to do is double move your Excadrill and then grind the Earthquake DPS as much as possible, and towards the end when you don't have a lot of HP left, that's when you want to spam the Drill Run. You could duo Zekrom in Sunny with the Excadrill. Yes, it's totally possible. And look at that defense here. This is why Excadrill work. And if you tend to get a sunny weather, I highly recommend Excadrill. Okay, he's the boss. So Outrage, single resistance because the Steel resists Dragon. Wild Charge, double resistance because the ground double resists electric, and the Flash Cannon, single resistance because the Steel resists steel, and the Crunch is a neutral damage. So with that like sunny boost, game over. I mean, this little guy is going to be amazing. It's just that the triple resistance like a Garchomp it's sexier, but yes, he will work amazingly. So what you need to do, this is what I'm going to do. It's like I'm probably going to have one team of ground at least, maybe like a backup or so, and then like maybe have like the Garchomp or like the Rayquaza or some like a dragon team. That's what I'm going to do for sure. I don't think I'll get ready for Fairy, to be honest. It's like... And let's look at the Therian Landorus. So the damage for bulk 3, consistency 3, best moveset is Mudshot, Earthquake. So the defense, Outrage, Flash Cannon, Crunch, neutral damage, and then the single resist Wild Charge. So even though the ground double resists electric, he is part flying. So it kind of cancels part of the double resistance. So that's why. And it really hurts him quite a bit. So I know a lot of people have the level 50 Lando too, so if you want to use it, it's fine. But even with them, I'll still go for Excadrill for sure. And let's look at the Groudon. The damage for bulk 5, consistency 2, best moveset is Dragon Tail, Earthquake. Do you see that? But this is for the neutral weather. If you're gonna use Groudon in neutral weather, or you're thinking about using Groudon, Dragon Tail, Earthquake in neutral weather. But if you get sunny weather, then you go for Mudshot, Earthquake. So it's... Zekrom is like one of those Pokemon that the top counter changes according to the weather, which is very annoying. But it's not as annoying as like a Regis, because Regis is literally like in sunnies and like cloudies and rain, you know, they all have like a different top counters. But yeah, so just remember, like when it comes to Zekrom, like if it's sunny, try to use ground, and in the neutral weather, stick to like a Shadow Mamo or Dragon, and have the backup team of ground ready to go. So all this pretty much the ground Pokemon will need the sunny weather to duo Zekrom. That's why I'm saying this. Like you want to duo Zekrom in neutral weather, that's like Palkia, Garchomp, like Ray, you know, those heavy hitters just gonna come in. It's just the dragons are so good, you know. They are just so well, like the moves, everything. They're just so blessed. So, but if you want to do ground type Pokemon Zekrom duo, sunny weather, and then wild charge. That's like a must. Like you charge beam, wild charge. That's a must. So good luck. And let's look at the affordable Rhyperior. So the damage 3, bulk 5, consistency 5, best moveset is Mud Slap, Earthquake. So if you have the Rock Wrecker, make sure you add the second charge move, and then you'll roll your quick move to Mud Slap, okay? So the Outrage neutral damage, and the Wild Charge double resistance, and a Flash Cannon is a single weakness because the Rock's weak to Steel, and the Crunch is a neutral damage. So Rhyperior is like more like affordable. It's something that I know everyone has, so yes, Rhyperior is absolutely fine as well. So Zekrom does have a good moves like Wild Charge and Outrage. So, but if you go up against the Wild Charge Zekrom, and if you have the ground Pokemon ready to go, you have nothing to worry about. So I think most of the people, you should just think about what you do with the Outrage. Like I said, if you want to do duo in neutral weather, like with the Rayquazas and stuff, just go ahead and find the Flash Cannon. As I said earlier, it's not an easy duo. The neutral weather Zekrom duo is not easy, okay? But you could do this, especially now you could mix with the level 50 and like shadows and stuff. So it should be more affordable, widely available to more people to duo Zekrom in neutral weather. So please go ahead and check Pokebattler.com/raise and click the raid boss, weather, moveset, friendship level, and then like you get to see so many more Pokemons, like more Pokemons than I talked about today. I didn't talk about Salamence because it's pretty much the same typing as like Rayquazas and like Dragonite. So just think about the flying typing this time. If you go up against the Wild Charge Zekrom, it will hurt them pretty bad. So alright, and hopefully this guy will help, and happy raiding everybody. Bye.